Booster shot. Today, an independent advisory panel of the Food and Drug Administration is set to discuss boosters for all and the efficacy of Moderna's vaccine for those under 5. Dr. Brad Pollock, an epidemiologist with UC Davis, is back with us live to help walk us through it all. Thank you so much for that. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ciceri.
The littlest Americans could be eligible to get vaccinated by the summer, depending on what happens with the discussions today. Do you think that timeline will hold? And since it's taken so long to get to this point, what do you say to parents who think there really isn't a point in being so concerned about this all now?
Well, yeah, we had a little bit more of an anticipated delay than we expected. We know that when Pfizer started their trials at the end of last year, they were doing a 2-dose schedule for the little kids. That's the 6-month-old to 4-year-olds. And funny thing happened on the way to get the results. They found good effect in some of the subsets of those ages, but not in another subset. So they actually, Pfizer revised their clinical trial in the middle of the trial and went to a 3-dose schedule. And that's still being evaluated. Moderna has also been doing their evaluation. So the FDA is looking now at the evidence for safety and efficacy for the little kids to get their vaccinations. I think that will be important. It's still important. They can still get infected, and of course they can transmit if they are infected. So there's a number of issues, not only for protecting the kids themselves, but also for keeping down community transmission.
Which is also still a concern, community transmission. Now, my dad has already gotten his second booster. What about this idea of everybody getting a second booster? Aren't we just going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again?
That's a great question, and we don't know yet. We don't quite know. But just yesterday, the results of the first trial that was done to look at the use of a 4th dose, that's a second booster dose, was published from the Israeli study that was done. And they did find that there was a protective effect from getting that 4th dose. Their study was restricted to looking at people over the age of 60, and they did find that there was some protection, but unfortunately the protection waned pretty quickly. Really after several weeks, at least the protection as measured by antibodies really fell pretty quickly. And so they think that there'll be some slight advantage, not a huge advantage, for the risk of infection being lowered, but they also looked at the risk of having a severe infection, and that still seems to be advantaged by having that 4th dose. So it's a little bit of a question mark, though, about whether people, as I think the FDA said, you should walk to get your dose, don't run to get it. And I think several of us, myself included, and I'm 65, and so I'm certainly eligible, but I'm holding off a little bit until I've got some travel coming up in a month, and I think I'll wait until just before I travel to possibly get a 4th dose. I'm not particularly concerned right now. I got the booster dose, and I am very well protected for serious illness.
Okay.
I'll probably get that 4th dose just before I travel, when I don't have any control over being in areas that might have a much higher rate.
All righty. Well, I'm jealous. You've got this trip booked and you didn't invite me, but okay. When you visited with us earlier this year, you were spot on talking about when the Omicron spike would subside. Then we got the BA2 variant, and now XE is emerging. What do we know about XE?
Not a lot yet, and we're still trying to figure out what's going on with the BA2 subvariant. I mean, we know it's going on. I have to say, if you look at a panel of experts trying to figure out what's going on here locally, you saw surges in the UK, in other parts of Europe with this BA2 subvariant. We haven't seen that yet here. It may be just a matter of waiting for a little bit more. The Northeast has seen a bit of a uptick in numbers, but it hasn't reached the point of being a kind of a technically large surge. So we're divided. There's no real answer right now about why we're not having a major surge here. And many of us think that we won't have a major surge.
Okay.
But we just don't know. This is one of those situations where we're trying to look at all the evidence there, and we're still trying to figure it out. So the issue of having other mutations occur, as they're going to continue to do, it has to get to a certain point where those mutations catch fire and they infect a critical number of people, and then you see that spreading. And that's why the surveillance is so important going forward, to make sure we can catch these things early and get a better handle on what's likely to happen over the next couple of months.
All righty, Dr. Brad Pollock from UC Davis, thank you so much yet again.